As more horrific murders against women and children take place countrywide, the Africa Media Fund aims to intensify the fight. It's hosting a women's soccer tournament in honor of struggle stalwart Winnie Madikizela-Mandela to highlight gender-based violence and to empower women. Chief Ambassador of the Winnie Madikizela-Mandela Cup, Dr. Khumoetsile Moetse, joins me in studio now. Dr. Moetse, thanks very much for your time and for joining us. I can't wait for a time when we can sit closer to each other again and interact on a personal level. Doctor, so tell us, the tournament is a fantastic idea and it has three aims. What are those?
Look, the tournament is threefold. One is to intensify the fight against gender-based violence and also to create a platform for empowerment of women that have been affected directly or indirectly by gender-based violence and women and youth at large. And it is also a platform of really, it's an opportunity for us to honor the mother of our nation, Mama Winnie Madikizela-Mandela, for the struggle that, she actually kind of handed over the baton to us to carry on and make sure that there's total freedom for women. So we'll be honoring her in everything that we do, and we will be making sure that projects and programs that are supported by foundations, also by her foundation, also are part of the program that we're going to be executing under the Winnie Mandela Cup.
So what kind of support does this tournament need, and how and who can get involved?
Anybody can get involved. Really, we are saying it is time that civil society hold hands and be in the forefront of this pandemic, because this has been declared a second pandemic that our country is facing. So we as civil society, humanitarians, philanthropists, society at large, we've got young people, we've got veterans that are a part of this. So we are saying that now civil society must hold hands and support the cause and do what they are doing in any case. There's a lot of campaigns that are happening. Government has got programs also that they are rolling out in this fight. So as civil society, we can then come together and also begin to support and begin to also complement and begin to also collaborate with those initiatives that are happening, because this is a pandemic. It's our fight, just like COVID is right now.
And I see other BRICS countries are also involved. How?
We have about 5 women's national soccer teams coming from primarily the BRICS countries. We do have interest also from the continent, from women's soccer teams. Really the climax of the campaign will be during International Women's Month in 2021, where these teams will be playing against one another, and proceeds thereof will go to the causes and projects and investment projects in particular that have been shortlisted and identified, which we will announce at the launch. But the women's soccer teams will be playing in South Africa, and obviously, I mean, football, everybody loves football. Football is a unifier. We see it as a great unifier. We see it also as a great catalyst to stimulate enterprise development and entrepreneurship in the sports sector and in the creative sectors at large, because the two are related.
So, of course, this is all taking place, as you say, in aid of the pandemic of gender-based violence, but amid the greater pandemic of coronavirus, which is affecting the world. So just quickly tell us, what are the tournament dates and how are you going to go about facilitating a tournament amid a global pandemic where travel has become quite complicated?
We are looking at a date in March 2021, which is International Women's Month, details of which will be announced when we have the official launch on the 19th of November. And the launch will be marking the beginning and really setting the tone for the 16 days of activism for no violence against women and children, which is starting from the 25th of November. So on the 19th, we are launching. 19th of November, that is, and then in March 2022 the tournament will take place. In between that, we will obviously be setting up programs and of empowerment in particular, and part of that is really looking for projects and women that are innovative, that are coming up with innovative solutions to fight the pandemic. And you asked about how we're going to do that within the global COVID pandemic. We are really saying the fourth industrial revolution presents a great opportunity for young women in business and young women really in academia to innovate and to come up with solutions. One of the projects that we've just looked at is an app really that allows women that may find themselves in a situation at home where there is domestic violence to be able to report the case from wherever they are without having to travel to a police station. So we are looking at technology that can also assist us in terms of finding women when they are missing. Some of the lives that we have lost in this country could have been saved had we had resources and technologies and also collaborative efforts as civil society to be able to support government to end the scourge. So there'll be a lot of activities that we'll be launching and projects and programs in particular. And the big ones obviously would be sports infrastructure. There's facilities that will be put in a peg on the ground to make sure that really women are empowered, because the only way we can also begin to create a dent on the scourge is by empowering women and providing them with platforms and places to go should they need assistance. So that's really what we have put together. But the menu is still open for collaboration from partners that would like to come on board.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to come into our studio. And that fighting spirit, very much in keeping with the fighting spirit of Mama Winnie Madikizela herself. I'm sure she would be very proud. Thank you very much. That was Dr. Khumoetsile Moetse, the Chief Ambassador of the Winnie Madikizela-Mandela Cup.